Welcome to the Abarca After Hours with gorgeous ladies and my special guest here. We are live on Instagram and YouTube. The first podcast in the Northeast Tri-State area to have After Hours show with lovely ladies every week. Joe, roll the intro. Guys, special announcements before we start. I specialize in fat loss and booty building. Guys, they call me the booty doctor here. All right, so online coaching, which includes diet and individualized training programs, are available now. In-person training is also available if you're located in the tri-state area. Please reach out to me on Instagram or email. Both are tagged to my channel. But fuck that, guys. We have beautiful ladies on the panel. We have, a special guest. I got my guy Arthur. We just literally dropped some sauce on the previous podcast. Now we're in the After Hours show. Ladies, and then Arthur, please introduce yourself. I want you to state your name, age, what you do for a living, and your dating status. Since this is the After Hours, we're going to be speaking about dating, modern dating, relationships, cheating, etc. All the spicy shit here. All right, so name, age, what you do for a living, and dating status. Why don't you go first?
My name is Nina. I am 29 years old. I am from the Newark area in New Jersey, and I am an account manager for the trucking business.
Okay, sis. My name is Val. I am a podcaster, content creator, and motivational speaker in New Jersey and New York areas. I am 29 years old.
All right. My name is Artur Shakhnazarov from Connecticut. I am serial entrepreneur. I do wholesaling real estate.
Very nice, very nice. And obviously, you guys know me. I am a personal trainer. They call me the booty doctor. I have an online coaching business. I have an ATM business. And hopefully, with my guy Arthur here, I'm going to be getting into real estate soon. Salud. Cheers. You know, inshallah, right?
Cheers.
There you go. All right. So, guys, let's just jump into this. I want to break the barrier, put the walls down, just so we can be comfortable here. All right, if you guys had to choose 6 feet, 6 figures, 6-pack, or 6 inches, what would it be? Nina, why don't you start first?
6 feet.
6 feet, and what else? Again, you have 6 feet, 6 figures, 6-pack, or 6 inches.
6 feet, 6 figures.
Oh shit. Okay, so baby dick is all right.
Right.
God damn. All right. Shit. Damn. Okay, Michelle, what about you, girl?
I would do the 6 figures, and then the other stuff is optional. Height, the weight, the appearance, to me, it's not really. As long as I vibe with you and you have 6 figures, we're good.
I agree.
All right, but you have one more choice. You don't want to utilize that last choice?
I guess the same thing. Like 6 feet. It doesn't have to me. Doesn't matter the size. Like as long as you know the motion of the ocean.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Listen, I'm 5'3". I had no complaints. So
All right. Now let me ask you this, guys. Do you guys deserve Mr. Six Figures?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, what makes you think you deserve Mr. Six Figures?
Only because I know myself in a relationship is I'm very loyal and I hold it down for mines. Cook, clean, everything that comes with the package, I'm able to provide it, and I am the table.
Okay. All right. She is
I
the
love
table.
that.
I like that, Nina.
Okay.
Yeah, go Nina. Nina Sky.
What about you?
That's all. They don't know about that.
What about you, Michelle?
For me, I would definitely go for as far as like, I don't know.
Do you deserve this man?
I definitely do.
What makes you say that?
Because I'm a hardworking person, I elevate, I add value, I'm understanding. And as long as, you do your part and I do, I don't have an issue. I'm not going to complain. Like,
Okay.
what am I going to complain? Like, oh, you think you coming home at 2 a.m? Are you getting that bread? Are you getting that money? Are you getting them connections? Okay, do you, boo? As long as I get my connections at that time, you know what I'm saying? Don't
I
get
agree
mad.
with that. Because all that matters is as long as you come home to me and you respect me, then there's no issues. Keep an open communication with me. Keep it very open and honest, and I can work with that.
So you have to, you require the man to always be communicating with you.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm not a mind reader.
Okay. All right. So if this man is having a meeting with someone, he needs to go straight to the bathroom first. Oh, hold up, I gotta tell wifey this.
No,
Nah,
that's
not
a
like
little bit different. When it comes to business, business is business, and I would never stand in the way of that. As a
Okay.
woman, you should know what type of man you're dealing with. And if you know that he has business meetings or has a lot of meetings in general for business, then you should be able to understand that, you know, if he's not answering, he might just be in a meeting, and he'll let you
Correct.
know that as soon as he's free.
Okay. All right. Guys, name one thing you haven't done sexually that you'd like to do. Michelle, why don't you go for first?
That I'd like to do.
Yeah, I just want to clear the air before we get into the spicy shit. You know?
I mean, sexually wise, I haven't done like public yet, so I guess I would do that. Like,
You would do that.
Dike, like I'm out in the bar and I scope you or something, and then you eye me, and then like we just go to the bathroom or something. I don't know. I have
so
never
you've
done
never
that.
done it in a public place. That's what you're saying.
No, so I guess I would try to do that.
Okay.
You know, like switch things up. As long as it's not.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought,
we're
I
not
thought you
gonna
were
do
saying like
that.
you wanted to do it in front of people.
No.
Oh, okay, all right,
We're not
all right.
in
So-
front of
so
people.
public place.
It's like I you, you I me, we know what it is, and then like
Yeah.
I go somewhere. You bring me somewhere.
So the little head movement, like, do they make eye? They're like,
Yeah. But like I've been in random places and like couples have targeted me for their little troppel or voyeur
that's
thing.
happened.
Like they're like, yeah, their fantasy. They're like, oh, you're so pretty. Like the guy there, the girl here, and
You
I'm
know-
like,
you know
did
where
I
it's
get
coming. You know what's coming. You know where it's coming.
Brian too. Brian has stories that get out in Florida.
listen, I'm a man of God. I read the Bible every day.
Wait,
That's haram.
Brian, let me make something clear, because
Yeah.
when I introduced myself, I forgot to say one thing, because
Sure.
you said ask about the status.
Yeah,
I'm happily
happily.
engaged.
Yo,
Let him know.
I just want to make it clear
Congratulations.
because she's watching. So
happily engaged. There you go.
Congratulations.
I don't think any of us
Thank you.
answered that part if we were our status.
Yo,
I
you know,
didn't either.
listen, I'm very perspicacious, and I was very aware of that. Like
I just
single.
want to make sure I stated.
you know, and he wanted to
You
air it
guys
out
single.
out there.
You single?
Yes, I'm very
You're
much
single?
I'm single.
Yeah, I'm not. So that's why I had to
Yeah,
make sure.
yeah.
So, but like, let's talk about this engagement. I don't know how deep you want to go here, but because there's a lot of engagements out here, you know, and there's entanglements, you know. So I just need to know: is this like an open situation or a closed situation? Because nowadays I hear it all in the single world.
All right. So I'm old school. Okay. I'm 36 years old. I am coming from Middle Eastern background, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I had to ask her father to even take her out on a date, and then I had to talk to her parents.
Very
before
traditional.
I even propose. Yes, very traditional.
Like that.
So yeah, and if I choose, I'm a sniper. So if I choose you, then I choose you. Then you've been scanned, you background been checked.
Right,
I
right,
read
right.
you, and yeah, I'm very happy.
That's good.
That's
With my
right.
pick,
That's
yes.
how it should be.
Yeah.
Right.
Nina, name one thing you haven't done sexually that you'd like to do.
Oh, we haven't got to that part.
Yeah, we haven't covered everyone.
I'm just gonna jump and just go crazy with it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to have sex while free falling from the sky.
Okay.
Deacon John Mayer free falling.
I've seen it happen.
I think that's like
So-
like 0.01 of people in the world have done that.
Very much. And
Okay.
I think like I've done a lot of things.
I do have a follow-up question for that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing you have done sexually?
Yo, for real.
Right? If
No.
that's the next thing you want to do.
Yo, facts. Yeah, that's true.
Right.
I mean, I'm very conservative when it comes to that. So, like, for something crazy, it will be publicly, as she said. But I feel like I kind of done that already because I've done it in a car years
Me too,
ago.
yeah.
So I feel like that is publicly.
Have you ever had it? Have you ever had it? You're doing it in a car and the cops knock on your door.
No.
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 I had.
Yeah?
I heard
You don't even have the
that
tints on,
It
man?
was bad. No, but still cops came. I guess
It
the
sounds
car
like
was
the-
shaking.
Oh, shit.
But it did
The car was shaking or the windows were foggy?
I was like, yo, I found the perfect spot, and no.
I'm telling you, it's the motion. It doesn't matter.
All that
Yo, it really
Motion in the ocean.
Yo, she said, yo, you don't need 6 feet.
You don't need no 6 inches, bro.
All right, so Arthur, what about you? Arthur, what about you? Name one thing that you haven't done sexually that you'd like to do.
I'll keep it private because it's haram.
Okay.
But I have done. I think I'm happy. I have done anything I have to do.
Okay. All right. I like that.
I'll be
I don't
honest.
know.
No, I'm not trying to be like not. But so far, everything I have won.
You've
I
done
haven't
everything.
done- I
All right.
haven't
You
done it.
Mr.
But-
Experience over here.
Yeah. So
That's good.
far, so far we good.
That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. Now, since we're on the topic, name one thing that you will never do sexually, again or ever.
Peg.
Anal.
Anal. Anal. I guess this guy wasn't experienced. 'Cause
For me, it's back.
You need specific amount of lube. You need a lot of douching. You need.
No, I think it's the concentration part. Like just having to like have a clear mind while doing all that is just I can't process it.
A man
It
has to
doesn't
be
sit
very
right with me.
experienced so that they could make that journey very, very
Could I
smooth.
elaborate
He
on
has
that?
to be patient too.
Very patient as well.
Could I elaborate on that? Like, do you mean anal entirely? Like,
Yes.
no anal at all from the man and
Well,
you?
I can do fingers. I could deal with a finger or two, but anything other than that, it's not happening.
Okay. All right.
I respect it.
All right. So you're good with the thumb and the fourth.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if I find the love of my life somewhere,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
willing to try again. But to do with just anybody, not happening.
All right. All right. What about you,
Understandable.
Michelle?
For me, it's just pegging. I can't do that.
Hey, listen, I'm a man of God. I have no idea what that is.
I was about to
Yeah,
ask.
so-
You know what? It's just I don't even want to tell you guys because I feel like you guys are gonna be like
Listen, all I do is
demasculinized or whatever. But it's like when a woman puts on a strap on and like she fucks the shit out of a
Oh.
guy, and he's
wait.
just.
You've done that?
I've been requested to do that, and I was like,
shit.
why? Do I give off masculine energy that I could just
Some men just
put on
like
a
that.
strap on and like go up you anal? Like I don't know what I'm giving that has him. Literally, a straight man said this to me, like, "Oh, I like to get pegged," and I'm like,
I don't think he's straight.
"That's what I said."
No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
I do have a follow-up question.
Go ahead, Arthur.
Let her finish.
Yeah, I'm
So
finished.
that's why you're not gonna do it. So
I'm
you
not gonna
haven't
peg.
done it, and you wouldn't do it.
And I would
I
not,
just
but
want
I've been
to clarify
requested.
because people might think you have done it.
Okay.
So back. So I guess I'm me right now. I wouldn't do anything else, but as long as it's private. Does that make sense? Like,
No.
Meaning, like anything I would do, it would be private.
Well,
I
his-
wouldn't do anything else like involve other people or.
Oh, okay,
other,
okay.
Like, or like you said, like the stuff that you just named it. None of
What's
stuff.
that called? A Peggy?
Pegging.
Pegging?
But I do have a question. Can I ask a question?
Go ahead, bro. Go
Because
ahead.
you know what? Because I didn't know you're gonna hit me with all this stuff.
Yo, bro,
So
listen.
so a little
This
bit
is the
about.
after hour show,
So,
bro.
so a little bit about. So listen, I'm
We're
gonna.
done with real estate right now.
Yeah,
No, I'm joking.
exactly. So a little bit about me. I guess I am experienced in podcasts, but I'm unexperienced about after show.
Yeah.
Because Brian was pouring me good cognac.
Of course,
And
bro.
then he hit me with all these
Yeah,
questions.
you're like, oh shit.
And I'm
hold on.
engaged.
Should I answer or should I not
And I'm
answer?
engaged.
Right.
So, but since we're talking about these topics,
Yeah.
oh my God, all in or out, right?
Yeah,
So,
go ahead.
if men, let me ask ladies. I'm gonna ask ladies.
Yeah.
So, do you think if your man, you do have a husband, you love him, he loves you, and he haven't done anal with you, and he wants to do it with you, do you think that's gay or some type of gay shit?
No.
I have thought of that.
Wait, hold on. I'm
Wait.
trying to understand your question.
I have.
What, he's receiving?
No, he's
hell
giving
no.
it.
No, we're not even talking.
He's giving it.
He's giving.
No, he wants to request it from his girl. We've been dating for 5 years. We've been together. We've been married.
Yeah.
We've done everything.
Yeah.
And it's like I want to do anal.
Yeah. Like I want to stick it in her
yeah,
ass.
Yeah, in my
Okay.
Right. And as a female
Right.
receiving that message from your loved one,
Right.
do you think there's any threats like any trading of him being
I actually like literally asked that to a lot of my partners because I'm like, why do you
somebody asked me, that's
why do you want to go anal? Like, if you think about it, anal is only used from man to man action. So
No, it's not.
I told him,
No, it's not.
but I told that to the guy that requested it at the time. I was like, if you're gonna go anal and you're gonna request to go anal, might as well go anal on another man's anal.
Why would we want?
Why are you gonna? What's the difference between you going anal on my
I'm gonna ask
asshole
this
and a
question.
guy's
Big pause.
asshole?
Wait.
Big pause. There's a
Go
huge
ahead.
difference.
It's a huge difference.
Huge difference.
Just the view.
There's no
So
like.
here's the
Yeah, I
follow-up
think there's
question
a
to Brian, who's
Right.
the host.
Right.
Brian,
Yeah.
if you would, and why would you ask your loved one? I'm not talking about just random chick that you pick up from the
Yeah.
your loved one
Yeah.
that you've been together for a couple of years.
Right.
Why would you request or ask or think about it to have an anal with her?
Because it's so all right. Because it's extremely intimate. Okay, not every girl is going to let a guy go the back door route. That's number one. Number two, I've said this even when I was in high school because I was very mature from my high school days. You know, I've said this because I imagine the world in 2023 already with the thottery and the epidemic of, you know, dots everywhere. That there's gonna be a time where a lot of women are gonna have double-digit body counts, and it's gonna be so common to the point that what's really, really rare is going the back door route, because the back door route is only gonna be single digits. I've said this since high school. This was like fucking more than 12 years ago, more than 10 years ago. So I've always said, you know, like what's very close to virginity is going to be going the back door.
You're ahead of your time.
I was, bro. I was. Like, it's going to go the back door instead of just, because it ends up being like a blowjob is like kissing at that point.
Yes.
Correct.
And then fucking going missionary on all fours is like a blowjob. It's like, oh yeah, she'll give it up to anyone. And then the back door is like, oh, you daddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Correct
special.
me if I'm wrong.
I don't agree because there's a lot of females that would just do it with anybody.
That's true too.
Yeah.
That's facts.
But that's a
Yeah, we're at
And that's the problem.
But
That's a minor number, yeah.
Yeah, that's in general.
In
Most
general.
women would not.
on a bigger scale.
Yeah. At least most women will be like, yo, at least take me on the third date. The third date, at least. You know what I'm saying?
And let me tell you something.
I want to have a guy to eat my ass at least.
That's
but
not
I'm
different,
not
though.
gonna allow him to go anal.
That's very common.
But yeah,
Very common.
but let me tell you, as a guy,
That's like, listen, that's like first date shit. Like, I'll eat
Right,
some
right.
ass on the first date. I don't give a damn.
as a guy, I'm gonna
I see, but
the cognac is hitting. But as a guy,
Yo, why you moving away from me though? she's like, whoa.
she doesn't want to drink from
Like,
your
hold
cup.
no.
So no, but as a guy, I'm gonna answer it. We're also picky, and we wouldn't do that with anybody, neither. The back door. Would you?
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah.
Is that why you guys
But
both got
no,
offended when I said?
But not in the way that you guys think, or at least maybe, you know, I would maybe say if I think it's gonna be messy or you dirty, then I would not do
Right,
it.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and again, yeah, for me, for as a guy, I think when you get to a certain point when you're dating someone or be married, or so, yeah, obviously, it's like I want to be the first one, right? You want to take
You want to put your flag on
Yes.
the moon first.
and I already put
That's,
you know,
literally, that's what it is.
yeah, and that's what it is, and
Yeah.
that's exactly what it is. It's this is exactly what he just said it, and that's for guys is very important. And I think again, I personally wouldn't do it just with anybody.
Not for nothing. I've seen some girls say that to guys just because they know how to play the system in the game. They'll be like, "Oh, you Dika were the first one," and Dika they said that to the last five. And I'm like, yo, she's
They'll
a
play that
trifling
card
bitch,
so
yo.
many times.
Because they know it works every time. It makes the man feel special, and makes them like, "Oh, Dika, he's gonna hit me back up for more because
you
I
know
just said that."
But you know where I come from.
Oh, y'all ain't shit.
Where
Hold up, I don't
where I
fall
come
under
from,
that
where I
category.
come from, that's the way, because
Yeah.
they would all keep. I'm a Middle Eastern again. I'm very conservative background, so the ladies back from where I'm from, they would do that, but they would not give up your virginity. They would not give up their virginity, but they would do that. Like,
They
and
would like
on a
slick.
low, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
on the
yeah.
low, they would do that because you get tired of kissing and doing all the
Right.
all the
You gotta do something.
oral and shit.
Yeah.
Like you want to get to the next level, but you cannot do that.
That reminds me of the Muslims, you know what I'm saying? Like people always have like a thing with them because
Well,
it's like they
you
never
you
know what's underneath.
You know that's crazy. I didn't know that they would utilize the backdoor option instead of just. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, I
crazy.
didn't know that.
Because the
Crazy.
motherfucker won't go talk to the parents.
Damn,
right?
I gotta go to the Middle East. Gosh.
Not because they be getting that checked, I'm assuming. They could go
All
to
right.
the doctors.
All right. So guys, I'm gonna ask the ladies first, and then we'll go with the guys. What do men want?
I think men really want somebody that's gonna be there for them, emotional support, because I don't think a lot of women are there emotionally for men. I think a lot of women just expect men to just carry all the weight, and we don't take that into consideration emotionally and financially.
Okay, so it's just emotional support.
Yes, emotional, financial. Sorry.
Oh, you said financial
Emotion-
support. So a man low key wants a woman to take care of him financially.
Not take care of him financially, but at least meet him 50-50. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm the type of person where I believe that it should be 50-50. It shouldn't be all on the man.
Okay.
So I believe that a woman should be able to be there for her man emotionally, financially.
Have you ever gotten on a first date where you paid for the first date?
Yes, I have.
All right. Are you still with him?
No. It
All right.
was
I
a
wonder
one
why.
and done
I wonder why.
thing.
Exactly. I
And
wonder why.
And you know what? I don't mind had we been on multiple dates.
Uh.
I would have gladly taken over the bill, but for the first date, the least you can do is pay the bill and not ask me to split it.
I like Nina.
Oh, hold on, Nina. So you were just contradictive then. So you just said you want a man. Oh, a man wants someone who's 50-50.
Right.
Okay, but you expect a man to pay for the full bill.
At
And
least
then
for the
you
first
literally
date.
and then on top of that you literally just said that you would want to go 50-50 with a man because that's what you support.
My apologies for that, only because I was referring to a situation that had happened a couple years ago. But I would have, you know what I'm saying? I would have preferred him pay the whole bill than me paying half and half.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But initially, when it comes to a first date, they should be paying the whole bill.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
I understand where she
yeah.
was coming from. Yeah.
Okay. Like I agree with that.
Yeah.
I do not agree with the 50-50.
No,
but,
no 50,
you know,
no 50-50.
hey,
But I'm gonna explain. When it gets to my turn, I'll explain to you. But
Yeah.
you know what? I'll tell you this much: Fresh and Fit needs more ladies like this. Than that much. Florida don't have.
Yeah, that's
Shots
right.
fired,
Thank you.
shots fired.
Appreciate
All right.
that.
All
I
right,
love
well-
Fresh and Fit, but you know
I do
what
too.
I
I do too. Fresh and Fit, I love yeah. All right, Michelle, what do men want?
I feel you guys want peace of mind, respect for her own body, and respect for you as the man in the relationship, and just to be, respectful of each other's boundaries, and just being able to give him a peace of mind. Sometimes men just want to go golfing, or like they just want to watch a game at their favorite bar, or they just want to hang out with their homeboys who they haven't seen in like 2-3 weeks because they've just occupied their time with you. And I think having a woman to understand those spaces and those gaps and trusting that he's gonna just do what he does even when you're in the room, when you're not in the room, you know what I mean? It's just about having that communication and having that. That's what I feel.
Okay.
Let's repeat the question.
What do men want, Arthur?
I'm gonna speak for myself, right?
Please.
First of all, I agree with Nina in terms of what she said. What you said, which I'm gonna figure right about after, but I think what man wants is, and which I'm gonna tell. I wake up every morning, I go to war, right? That's how I see it. I go to war. I gotta take care of bills. I gotta take care of problems, physical, financial, whatever it is, dealing with the stuff. All I need is you understanding and support, right?
Right.
We talked earlier about Andrew Tate, which I don't want to bring up the topic, but the bottom line is when he asked for 2 coffees, there's a reason behind it. It's not about 2 coffees. I won't drink the second coffee, but if I ask you, just do it, because you know what? I'm taking care of your problems, your parents' problems, my parents' problems, my problems. I'm going to work for you. All you can do is don't add to it. Take it
Right.
away.
Right.
Take it away.
Correct.
Right. understand me. First of all, you gotta trust me. Trust me, understand me, and just support me.
Right.
You do that, I'll do 10 times more for you.
Come on,
Facts.
now.
Facts.
Right? Yeah,
Facts.
so I always tell my fiance, I was like, you did what you're supposed to do 10%. I'm a man of principle. You do 10% what you're supposed to do to me, I'll do 100% in return.
It's facts.
You give me 10% of opposite, I'm gonna get 100% more difficult, right? Because like you're supposed to be my backbone. That's why I chose you.
Right.
You know, I always say that us guys,
Very simple.
us successful guys, we function at 100%. And if we have a woman in our life, she will help us function at 105 or 110%.
Agreed.
100%.
Okay.
I agree.
All right. But like she, at the end of the day, she expects us, and we should be functioning at 100%. If we're not functioning at 100%, we should not be in a relationship because we need to be
I agree.
at 100%. Okay. But that does not mean we should be welcoming a woman in our life where she's taken away our functionality, where then we're navigating at 95, 90, maybe 75, and then that ends up kind of just slowing us down and putting us down.
100%. So picture this. It's the fire pit, right? Don't fucking add gasoline to it. Put water to it.
Right.
Facts.
I'm dealing with this fire. I'm trying to put this fire down. Whatever that is. Bills, problems, situations. I'm trying to put it down. You're supposed to help me bring another cup of water.
Yeah.
Don't
Yep.
bring the fucking gasoline and add more.
Add more fire to the
and
flame.
that's literally what I basically like hopped on and said is just respect of each other's boundaries and giving each other peace of mind. Like I'm not a mind reader, you're not a mind reader. Let's respect each other's workspaces. Let's respect what we're both putting in. You know, respect your body when I'm away from you. You know, like I think that's simple. Yeah, over here too.
You want Red Bull?
Is there still some in there? The Red Bull? Oh.
Is there a Red Bull?
Red Bull.
Is it
Oh.
closed one?
Yeah, please.
Oh,
Bring it.
I came
Bring
in.
it. It's all right. Go on the camera. And bro, put that box back because that was holding
The phone.
the phone.
Oh, but her
No,
phone.
no,
Her
no.
phone is
Put it
about to
back there,
die.
put
It's
it back
fine.
there.
It's okay.
Her phone
It's
is
alright?
about to die. Yeah.
No, it's on.
It's on 14%.
Yeah, we
All right, we
good.
good.
We got cheers, guys.
Oh, I don't have any. Hold on.
We'll wait for you guys.
Yeah.
We gotta pull for
Hold on, guys. I gotta play host real quick. Hold on.
He's been playing host all night, y'all.
That's what happens when you go host. When you go host, you gotta be on point with everything. All right.
Shout out to Jose in the background, y'all. And what's the other ones? Fuzzle.
It's the homie right there. All right. So to quickly answer, making it simple for you guys. 3 points. What men want, we want loyalty. Okay. We want peace. And we want motherly traits.
100% agree with you.
If I had to literally just name top 3. If you're telling me to name top 5, top 10, I will. But that's top 3. We just want loyalty. We just want peace. And we want motherly traits. Motherly traits meaning taking care of the household, making a house a home, number 2. And then number 3, if you guys end up having children, being able to raise something living.
I 100% agree with you. Matter of fact, I had a conversation the other day with a friend of mine. Again, back to I'm a man of a principle, and I had previous relationship. So I'm the type of person which I don't care about money when it comes to family, friends. So if I see my significant other goes to school, has a full-time job, and comes home and tries to make me a breakfast or tries to make a dinner or clean up, you know what I do? Don't worry about it. Thanks God, I made myself enough money to be able to take care of it.
Yeah.
You know what? Don't worry about it. I'm going to call cleaning lady and we're going to go out to eat today. But if I see that you demanding
You're not doing
Right.
shit.
and you don't even do shit and you demanding like, well, why am I supposed to be?
That's
I
not
Yeah.
I don't
fair.
believe,
The
I don't,
women-
listen, I'm old school, but I don't believe the woman's supposed to be, she's supposed to be in the kitchen cleaning. No, my fiance is in nursing school. I can't wait for her to finish. We're going to open up a businesses. You have to have it in you, the motherly trait, right? You said.
Right.
If I see you if you don't have it and you're demanding, like, because I had previous relationship where it's like, I'm not supposed to. My man's supposed to cover and this. I don't even want to fucking buy you $1 menu from McDonald's.
Yeah.
But if you do have it in you, I'll call a cleaning lady. I'm gonna take you to fucking New Sweat House.
Yeah.
So you have
it's
to.
the intention.
You have the intention.
Right.
You have it in you. You have to have it in
You
you.
could also see the intention behind people sometimes. Like, you just give it. Like he just said, like the girl was like, I demand. It's like a demanding energy versus like a welcoming, humble, like, can you?
Right. But
It's not like demanding. It's like,
Right.
if you can, but if you can, it's fine.
majority of women are not like that though nowadays, and that's what I hate about today is that nobody is very much old-fashioned, and women just expect men to provide it all. And I hate that
Me too.
because I wasn't raised like that. I was raised to provide and be a wife and do things the right way and create my own family. And just because this whole new world is being toxic or being a city girl, it's not all what it's knocked up to be.
Ice Spice City Girl, Meg Thee Stallion.
Right. It's not what it's all cracked out to be, because at the end of the day, you end up alone, you end up with a label, and you end up with nothing.
Right.
If you actually
You-
see
you
like
die
Nicki
alone.
Minaj and Cardi B, they're all wifed up, and now they're playing wife right now.
Right. But majority of the women, if you think about it, women who come from, like, you know, that are not as popular as them, they don't have a man that's going to be there with them for the rest of their life.
Yeah, they're
They
40,
don't-
50 years old with their cat.
I was about to
cat
say,
lady.
rest in peace, Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
He said you're gonna
Oh
die
my
alone
God.
with the dog.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
R.I.P.
Right.
All right, so guys, we getting too nice. All right, I feel like there's so many sunshine and rainbows around here. It's singing "Kumbaya." Fuck that shit. All right, name 3 red flags of men in a woman's perspective, and y'all can't repeat the previous. Okay.
So who goes first?
So
who goes first?
Nina seems like she wants to answer some questions. So Nina, go ahead. 3
I
red
hate
flags.
The
for a man.
assumptions. The assumptions. When somebody assumes something, if I'm saying something to you and I'm communicating that I'm going to do something and you assuming automatically and we're just talking and getting to know each other, that's my number 1 red flag. That is a no-go.
Wait. So you're saying, hey, you know, I'm gonna go out,
I'm gonna
and then
go-
he's already thinking, oh, you're gonna be with some nigga.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I don't like that. You get what I'm saying? Because
Okay.
me personally, I'm not like that. Second red flag for me is trying to set up a date or acting as if you want to see me really bad and not making the effort to really see me. That is a red flag.
Yes, girl.
I have so many people who are like, I want to see you and I want to do this, and they are nowhere to be found. Or men who promise you sneakers, they promise to spoil you, or they promise. At the end of the day, I may not need nothing. Us women might not need anything, and it's always nice to get a gift from a man. But don't go promising something if you can't even own up to it.
Over promise, under deliver.
Yes, exactly.
Over
that.
promise and undelivering.
a good point.
Yes.
That's a good
Those
point.
are my red
I know
flags.
it.
Michelle,
Yes.
what about you? You can't repeat though.
But that's exactly what I was just gonna say.
Right,
Not
can't repeat.
word for word, but I was literally gonna say like someone overcommitting but not committing, or like falling back in his word. So the empty promises, a man of not his word, is the opposite. And you keep on waiting for him to like commit to it, and he's not. It's like stalling. It's like feminine energy. It's giving insecurity.
They just want to hold you on.
Correct. A man who looks at you like a possession or an object that he owns, it's another red flag for me. And you can get those glimpses on like a lot of incidences in the beginning. It's like they're always, instead of them just trusting that you're okay, they're interrogating you, like, where you at, who you with, what time you gonna come. I'm like, whoa, what are we doing? Like, why are you doing all that? And the only time that I feel a guy does that is if he's doing something he shouldn't be doing on the low
Guilty
to
conscience.
control and dominate his possession or his object, right? So that's another number 2. Number 3, I think it's just like always telling me what I want to hear, but you know, his actions don't align with what he's telling me what I want to hear. Like, you could tell
That
me that
part.
I'm beautiful and that I'm like this woman and all this, but then his actions don't follow up with what he's preaching or what he's telling me that I want to hear.
Give us an example of that.
I feel like a lot of men do that to stall because they don't have
an example, not a reason. An example.
There are many options. I think an example of that is like, I don't know, like if you know you can't commit to the woman in front of you, people are afraid of losing their option with that girl in front of them, so they tell her whatever they need to tell her to keep her in the state that they want her to stay in.
I think there's a you already named the third thing. Mm-hmm. I think there's a theme here where you guys are not understanding the fact that women fall in love with their ears.
Yes.
Now, women need to understand that and they need to accept that. Just like y'all put on makeup and we fall in love with our eyes. Okay? You have a fat ass, you got a BBL, you got tummy tuck, or you're blessed with, Colombian genes and you got curves or whatever the fuck. Like, we fall in love with our eyes, so that's why you guys wear makeup. You guys fall in love with your ears. So, like, we'll say whatever the fuck we want just so that we can get to the goal. Whether the goal is to wife you up, whether the goal is to just get into your pants, or the goal is to go to the back door. We just had anal talk.
That's on every level. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
We just have to be strong enough to weed it out. And that's what you guys were talking about on your podcast. That's why you guys want to be a father example to your daughter, because then she'll be able, because of the high standard you guys place as a father, she'll be able to weed out the ears of what she's going to hear.
Facts.
Because if not, she's just going to easily fall into anything.
Right. So I think I'm going to be straight up, okay?
Go ahead.
The examples you guys used, the word man shouldn't be there. Because all the things you guys name it, man does not possess.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right? If he's a real man, well, but it's also your job, right? Like we just said, weed it out and filter it. But that's not what real man is. And that's what a lot of people confuse. Just because because I have a dick, it doesn't mean I'm a fucking man.
You could be a boy.
You could be a boy. You could be fucking immature. You could be, I don't know, modern day, whatever, guy who wants to. I don't go and cry to my fiance my problems. She can see in my face like I'm stressed out and stuff. But I don't go and cry. But again, the traits you guys just named, that's not a man. That's not a man trait. You know what I mean?
That's a boy still
That's
looking.
a boy.
And to follow up on that, we end up hitting our peak at like 35.
That's a good point.
Approximately.
Yes.
Okay. So, you guys, or most women, they would like to say we're late bloomers. You guys mature faster than men. And that's true. But we hit our peak at like 35. Mm-hmm. And I think at 35, good-looking women like yourselves end up looking for a successful man at their peak. Now, since I'm a good host, I'm going to ask you a good question. Why do you think men at their peak get bashed for dating younger women? Based on what I just said.
Because...
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think I have an answer for that one.
I mean, I'm 29. I don't feel like I'm older, but I feel like I'm getting there. But even then, I still have a young soul, so I feel like it fits me. I just feel like when it comes down to that topic, it's so tender because a man can shape a younger woman to the woman he wants, his woman attributes, characteristics, the way she even caretakes you. It's like you guys could mold that into what that perfect woman is for you guys. Whereas for a woman is older, she comes with more baggage. She comes with more daddy issues or mommy issues.
Right.
She comes with trauma. She is experience, but depending on the experience that holds her behind her would depend on what she brings to your table. And you guys don't have the time to figure that out. Because let's be real, like by 4 weeks or maybe like 2 months, you'll finally see her after the honeymoon phase, after she tries, a couple days showing you the best version of her. You finally see the issues. They're creeping up. But it's up to y'all to weed that out as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we end up looking at, before Nina answers, I think we end up looking at, because you put up a good point. We want women who don't go through trauma. period.
Yes.
Less experience.
Yeah.
So that we can kind of,
I'll give you an
Mold
example. You ready for this?
yeah.
Again, you remember I've been here only 20 years, so my
Right.
English is still right there.
Bro,
What do you call that
smooth.
thing? That cube? What do you call that cube?
The Rubik's Cube.
Rubik's cubes.
yeah.
Let me ask you this: which one is? Imagine it's a perfect Rubik's cubes, right? It's all sides are even same colors. Which one is easier to put it back together? If Nina touched it a couple times, or if fucking 30 people touched it and I have to put it back together? Which one is going to be easier for me to touch it?
Right.
If one person touched it or no person touched it.
Right.
My fiance is 12 years younger than me. It's easier to mold them, right? Again, majority time, right? Again, there's exceptions and
Right.
stuff. So to answer your question, I believe the reason why we date younger women is because we don't want more damaged women and stuff. Because you know what? And again, I believe it has nothing to do with women. It's not woman's fault. It's man's fault or male. I don't want to say man. Male's fault. It's male's fault because male don't know how to be male,
Right.
and because of that, a lot of females get injured.
James Brown, this is a man's world.
Man.
Man.
Yeah,
Yo.
Henny's hitting. But listen, no,
It sure is.
No, it's the truth. It's the truth,
no, the
though.
bottom line is, man, as a man, we have to take responsibility. But you know what? You as a man have to be smart to be able to know and put on a scale and figure out, right? But bottom line, we want less damage because it's easier for us to be able to mold a person, to be able to get what we want. But because of male who pretend to be man and you females think that they're man because just because they're fucking good, look good, right? I'm not 6 feet,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Right.
And you go for a 6 feet who promise you and put stuff on your ear, and then you get dumped or get one night stand, and then he never call you
Woodlock.
back, and then you get damaged, and that's why you don't give a chance to another guy.
Yeah.
So again, I as a man, I'm telling everybody else, I believe men needs to take responsibility because man doesn't. Males not being a man is damages a lot of women. But what Brian said, I agree. We want people that are less damaged. I mean, anything you do in any business, anything you do, you want something
Somebody that's
easier for you
younger.
to fix it.
Yeah.
Easier for you to fix it. Like I just said, what is it called, that thing?
A Rubik's Cube.
Rubik's Cube. I want somebody just like Brian tried a couple times. I was like, okay, Brian, let me try it.
Yeah.
I don't want fucking Brian try it, give it to Jose, give it to John, give it to Frank, and then like, let me try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's gonna be fucking more
because there's
mess.
less experiences in the younger generation, they're more prone for optimism. They're more prone to be ambitious and to give more tries and to give more chances.
Exactly. That's a whole nother chance. Yeah, that's a whole nother topic. Yeah.
All right, so we have an Instagram live comment. Some men don't know how to lead because they were never taught how to lead by following the right footsteps. That's completely right. I could attest to that. I grew up with no father, but it's still a man's job to be aware and perspicacious to find
What being a man in the world.
Right.
how to find out how to become a man. You know, especially nowadays, man. There's fucking Google and there's YouTube. You could find the father figure somewhere.
Yeah. Not only that. Let me pick you right on this one. You ready? It has nothing to do with the relationship, right? But my quote that I live by life is this: is the way you do one thing is the way you do everything, right?
Right.
So I'm going to tell you this. There's another quote. I don't know who said it, whether it's a Bezel or Bill Gates. He said, you born poor is not your fault. You
right.
die poor is your fault. But same thing goes. Oh, that's empty.
Yeah,
Same thing goes for a relationship or anything you want to do. You being born like this or conditioned like this is not your fault.
Right.
But nowadays we got Google, we got everything.
Yeah.
You have access. You continue being like this, it's your fault. So stop blaming your past. Stop
Word.
blaming your parents.
Forgive
Stop blaming
yourself.
everything.
Right.
Yeah. Move forward.
Listen.
learn.
Now it's May 2023. Fucking Chat GPT could be your fucking father figure now.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Ask Arthur.
Yeah.
You
All
have
right.
a
But Nina hasn't answered this question yet.
I don't have an answer for this.
You don't have this
question.
Girl,
Not have an answer
no,
for this
just
question.
men at their peak. Why do they date younger women? You have no comment at least.
I don't have a comment, but I've been in that situation where I was 21 years old dating a 42-year-old, and he had kids my age.
Okay.
And
I've been there
you
too.
know, I feel like I did it at a reckless moment, kind of. And I just felt like it was easier for him to like manipulate me. That's the only thing I have to say about that.
So, all right, I have to be devil's advocate then. Isn't that a synonym for what Arthur just said about like molding?
Right. I agree.
So is that a positive or a negative then?
I agree.
That always
It's
happens.
positive.
It's a positive. There you go. Okay. Ladies, I would want you guys to think of questions to ask the men on this panel.
Oh boy.
Okay, absolutely correct. But males are molded by their environment and what they see. As you know, us men don't read instruction. We figure out the hard way. But like you said, you're completely right, bro. Listen, I grew up in the hood. I grew up in Patterson. You know, so just because I want to use your own words, I was molded by my environment in the hood in Patterson. You know, I ain't no pussy now.
Are there any questions on the live on the IG, guys?
Yeah. That's what I was gonna do. So the ladies, I want you guys to think about
I already
questions to ask the men on the panel. My guy G,
Go
is there any questions on Instagram right now? No, nothing at all. Okay, cool.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm
I'm
going to ask
ready.
you guys, what are your 3 qualities that are deal no breakers for you guys in looking at and for women? Like, what are those qualities that you guys look for that she has to have, like, for y'all to be like, all right, I'm going to give her loyalty, peace of mind, all that, like, what are those 3 qualities?
I think we answered that. No.
Yeah.
I'll repeat it again. I will say loyalty. She needs to show loyalty. I do not want to see if we're on our first date or we're on our first week, first month dating. I'll go into detail just because I'm gonna repeat
I
myself.
can't wait to go to the
Loyalty. Okay, loyalty. If we're in the first month dating and I'm seeing Snapchat blow up and I'm seeing 10 messages on Snapchat, that's a red flag. I'm dropping you. Okay? You're recreational use only. I am just having sex with you and I'm not looking further than that. If I'm seeing a bunch of DMs on Instagram and a lot of guys throwing hearts and you're replying, you're not leaving them on scene. You're replying. You're leaving. That's very, very specific. Nina, hold on. Put your finger away, girl.
Nina has something to say.
There's 2 different things. Okay? If you're talking to a man and you're kind of looking to get wifed up.
Correct.
And there's multiple men sliding into the DMs.
Correct.
And they are waiting for a reply, and you are replying to them, you are leaving the door semi-open.
Ooh.
If you leave
If
you leave them on scene, you are shutting the door, and I am daddy then.
I don't agree with
I
that.
am next.
He said,
I am.
if I'm the only one, I am
Right,
daddy.
But I don't agree with that. Only
Why?
because I didn't mention earlier, I do model, I create content.
Okay.
I deal with a lot of fans. And personally, you have to entertain your fans. Like with me, I come with a lot of baggage. So if you're going to deal with me, understand that I will never disrespect you, but I'm always going to say at least thank you to not be rude. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I hear that.
Okay.
But I don't need to carry a conversation.
So, all right, Nina, I appreciate the answer. I'm going to ask you a question, but first I'm going to answer the question, okay?
Yes.
All right, so what was the question?
The question was, what are your 3 qualities, deal breakers, like that? This is it for me. This is wifey.
I'm going to get to the details, okay? I was single prior to I propose, right? Then the reason why I propose is not because I'm 36, because I'm on my prime. But it's
Let
because
us know. Yes.
Yeah,
you
you
better
know,
let us know.
yeah.
36 is at the prime. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it is at prime, yeah.
It really is.
Right.
I'm going into my 30s next week.
right.
So
No, not for you, ladies. It's for us. For you, your prime is 21 to 24, okay? All right. But, however,
I don't believe that.
that's another
Jose
topic.
doesn't agree neither.
that's not-
Yes, Jose, let us know.
That's another answer. That's
That's
another
all
answer.
that is.
That's
The
another
bottom
answer.
line is this. Let me tell you this. You know how I know I'm going to wife her? And that might sound stupid or immature. We went on a first date, okay? I ordered appetizers. It was a shrimp eggplant, 5 pieces. You know what she did? She first put it on my
Served you
plate.
first.
She served me first.
I knew
she
it.
served me first.
I knew it.
You already
Yo,
know.
That's what it is.
That's it.
Yo, that's what it is.
That was a 1 carrot.
Yo, that's
Let's see if you can get to 2 carrots.
that's plus 10 points.
Let's see if you
That's
can
plus
get to
10
2 carrots.
points. That's plus 10 points.
Because she has 3 carrots on her
Yo.
ring right now.
Cause
she-
yo, there's some
Let us
girls that
know, let us
they'll
know,
just
let
they'll
us
just
know.
start feeding herself, and it's just like, yo,
I'm speaking from experience. I'm 36
And
years
you
old.
said that's the first date?
That was a first
First
date.
date. That's crazy.
I'm 36.
That is.
She's 24. Beautiful, gorgeous.
Mm.
Over
Yo-
my league, if you want to count like
Yeah.
that. But however, I know what I bring to the table.
Come on now.
I know what I bring to the table. But the bottom line is, I'm looking for loyalty. I'm looking for unexperience. All right. I'm looking for shyness or whatever you want to call
You
it.
knew exactly what you were
Yes.
looking
Oh
for.
yeah, of
Yes,
course. I'm a
you
fucking
already-
wolf.
You
I
weren't
know
gonna
a fucking
settle
woman.
for less.
No.
Shout outs to her. What's her name? Let her-
Nara.
Nara. We're gonna cheers to you, girl.
Salud,
Go
salud.
ahead.
on
Congratulations.
Thank you.
the
Congratulations. All love.
So to answer that question, now let's go back to Nina. Nina, let me ask you this: you fell in love with me, not me specifically, but the person. Completely fell in love with me. I have all the traits that you wanted. I love you, and I make money, over 6 figures income. Okay, and I tell you, girl, you don't need to model no more. You know, I want
Right.
you to remove all your pictures because I'm about to propose to
Yo,
you.
straight facts. I was about to say that too.
You ready? Ready?
Preaching, you preaching.
I'm about to propose to you.
I was like, Nina, keep going so I can just say this.
Nina,
You're right.
what do you want to do for a living? You want to do makeup? Okay, no problem. We're going to open up a shop. You want to do Botox? You want to do a lips injections? I got it. I got it, baby. I love you. I trust you. Would you give up all that stuff?
I'll be honest.
Be honest.
For the right one, I will.
Okay, so what's the right one?
The right one is somebody who supports me and what I do, who does respect the modeling world at the end of the day. But also, you know, like just that stability. Like I feel like that stability is important. Communication is important. And being able to like rely on you emotionally. If I'm going through something and I need to speak to you, I want to be able to talk to you and be vulnerable with you. You get what I'm saying?
Of course.
You-
That's,
you-
and-
li-
that's the
listen,
basics.
listen, you're going away from the question.
Yeah.
You got to answer the question.
So the bottom line is this, baby.
Would you stop modeling?
Baby, I know you're
For the right
modeling. I know
person,
you're
yes.
modeling. Baby, I know you're modeling. What else do you like to do? Oh, I like to do makeup. For example.
Boom.
Okay,
I'll
babe,
pay for your
so-
makeup school.
So how much you making modeling? X amount. Okay, let's open up modeling. I'll put money up front and I'll provide the X amount that you were modeling, but I just don't want you to model. Would you
Exactly.
do it?
I would do it.
All right.
okay.
Cheers to
Hey,
that.
cheers to that.
All right. One person at a time. We're gonna change one person at a time.
We changing lives here. We're changing lives. All right. So that was the question from Michelle. Nina, question for us guys in the panel before we start closing up.
Nobody wants to ask me a question.
I don't think I have a question.
No question at all.
No.
That- I-
She
I-
pretty much asked my question. That like what is,
Maybe
like, the
ask it in a different way
main-
then. Maybe.
The main thing, you know, you look for in a woman, but also like what does it take for a woman to change a man? You get what I'm saying? Like if you come across a man and he's everything you ever wanted and he still deals with the streets, bullshit, stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? What does it take for a woman to get that man out of there? That's just me personally.
Why would you want to change him?
Women are capable of molding men just like
No,
men
you
are
can.
capable
Of course you
of
can.
molding
But why
women.
would you want it if you fall in love with him?
It's facts.
Because
You would want your
you would
man
want better for yourself
yes.
and your man, especially if you're in love with
If
him.
you see them to be at a better stature or a better
Right.
point in life.
All right.
if you believe,
Okay. I think I got an answer for that. So specifically for a man from the streets. Okay, so if a man from the streets, if you're trying to settle down with this man and this man is ready in his peak and he's ready to settle down, I think he needs to be mature enough, he needs to be man enough to be like, you know what, I cannot raise a family while in the streets.
right?
I think I cannot provide, that's a good word, provide for my woman, provide for my children
Right.
in the streets, because that's a liability, that's not an asset. And I need to graduate from the hood, graduate from the streets, get clean, or do something so that I will become an asset to my family instead of a liability. And I think that ends up coming from a man, not depending on a woman to mold a man. And if a man is not ready to leave the streets, he's not ready to become a man for you.
Right.
Right.
Correct.
Got you.
Yeah,
And
I feel like that just I
Yeah.
just dropped some sauce.
No, that
No,
was
you
that
did.
was
You
a
sure
fucking
did.
sauce right there.
Shit.
But you know, I'm gonna add that to it.
It's the
because-
Henny talking, you know?
Yeah, it is a Henny.
Yo, the
Oh,
Henny.
the
Shit.
Armenian cognac. But let me tell you this: the truth is, like you said, a woman can also mold a man. No, but they can actually just support him, right? If I want to go left, woman only can help me go left faster, right?
Correct.
That's what I believe. And what he said, because you know what, we haven't had a chance to talk, but I'm also have my dark backgrounds, right? However, I'm going to tell you this much. You know what's in my culture? There's a saying, and I think this saying needs to be translated in every single language. Is this: man is the head of the family.
Right.
You know what woman is?
The neck.
The neck.
Mm.
Cheers to that. Right.
That's
So
nice.
guess what?
Cheers, you know.
Neck can turn left or right, right, and move that. So you have, if you're right woman, and you know how to play your cards correctly, you can guide your man to the better chances. Or you
Guide,
can
not
guide,
control.
control, guide, or mold.
Guide.
Yeah, guide.
Or mold.
Guide,
Or
mold.
mold.
Or just push.
No mold.
You know when your car starts, have you ever drove a stick?
Yes.
Right?
I drive
You have to
stick.
push. You have to push the car, right? So you
Right.
can just help me push the car.
Yeah.
You can mold me, but you can push. And again,
Right.
there's not. Trust me, I value women a lot because I have a mom. I have a fiance, but you can't mold a man. You're not supposed to even mold a man. If you
supposed to instruct and help.
if you are molding a man, he's not a man. You're supposed to guide him
Exactly.
and support him and push him.
Yes.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Again, I'm not trying to be technical with the words and stuff, but your woman is a neck, man is a head. If you listen, like I said, it's times X. Times X. You can multiply him. Whatever he does, whatever his inspiration he got, whatever the goals he got. If you're a right woman, you can times X opposite. So that's why you got to pick a right woman, and you have to be a right woman, and he has to be a right man.
Yeah. I agree
That's what it
100%. It's a man's decision to change. It's the woman next to him, beside him, reflects who he is, but it's not who he is.
You know what I learned in Dubai? When I was in Dubai, in my business meeting, I learned that your woman is an investment, and your woman represents your image.
Right.
And you need to invest in your woman. I honestly, I'm gonna be man enough to say this. I did not consider that until I heard that, and I was like, "You're fucking completely right."
100%.
Because once it gets to the point where you are in a room full of millionaires, multimillionaires, successful men, your woman is literally an image of what you represent.
It's a reflection.
So you could literally say I did XYZ, but if the woman is out of place and literally fucking holding your dick and literally kind of controlling you, you are not the man, and you are not in a position to be in business with multimillionaires and successful men. And I was like, yo, that's fucking facts. And I was like, you know what? I need to
100% agree with you. I come from the Middle Eastern background. So what we say is this. If I say this is black, even if it's not black, same thing goes with the brotherhood. The way I grew up with my brother, my father always told me, you can kill each other in the house, but out there, if your brother wrong or right, you support him. You don't go against his word. You protect him. At home, you can kill him, or whatever you got to do.
Right.
Same thing goes with a woman. If I said, baby, do this, it might fucking make no sense to you. You just got to do it.
facts.
You got to represent me. And like he said, it's a biggest investment. That's why I'm very, when you get older, and some people, older doesn't mean age-wise. You can be older at 23, or you can be older at 43. But when you get older, it's an investment. You pick and choose. And when I pick somebody and I invest in you, that's for a reason. So if I tell you baby, do this. Don't question me twice.
Right.
Just do
Just
it.
do it.
Just do it.
If you don't understand, ask me later.
Right.
Just do it because I have a better plan.
I
I
like
know
that.
better.
Yep.
And that's why I have great relationship. I love it because maybe because she comes from the same background.
Right.
Like I told you, I have to ask her for her hand. I have to talk to her parents. She had no experience prior to me, and she just follows my lead. Sometimes it makes no sense. She follows my lead, and that's why. And then she goes, guess what? She goes, it's like a child. And you know what? You ladies, you guys might get mad, but you know what? Females is like a fucking child. It's like, have you ever traveled with a child? It's
Yes.
the same thing as traveling.
Yes.
It's the same thing as traveling with a female. You know what? Me and Brian, if me decide to go to
I'm hungry. I'm this. I'm that.
if me and Brian decide to go to Dubai right now, Brian, let's go. Jose, let's go. Guess what we do? Pack the shit. Okay, yeah, just a couple of t-shirts. Let's go. Oh shit, flight got canceled. Let's sleep at the airport. With my fiance, oh my God, my makeup bag. I forgot this. Can we go to CVS? It's not like a fucking child.
Yeah, you're right.
So, but it's an investment, right? You put on a scale, and you see is it worth it or not, right? You gotta have more good traits than bad traits.
Yeah.
If she has a certain traits, then you follow that.
Yeah.
Damn,
I agree.
Roll the bottle.
Yeah, we
No,
killed the whole
he's
bottle.
pouring. I love, this is our bartender skills and our server skills coming in because him and I worked together before we like pod together. Yeah, we did. We have history. It's okay. But positive one. But yeah, I just feel like we just know how to pour just by looking at stuff because of restaurant work. I don't know. Right? Like you know how to pour. You know how to pour without like measuring.
Listen, I'm very perspicacious. Anyways, guys, what did you guys think about the pod?
I think we should have a part 2.
Part 2, perfect.
Part 2.
Michelle, what do you think about the pod?
I think it was great. Thank you guys for being intellectual and for having open-ended answers, because it's important for guests to just be open.
Right.
And some people just want to keep private. So yeah, you guys are
Artur,
awesome.
what about you?
I think what are you doing is great. Again, right back to Fresh and Fit is great. But what you're doing is more special and it's more identical for East Coast.
Why?
So because first of all, we don't have that in East Coast. Plus, I know you personally. Like I got to know you personally. Trust me, I don't need attention. I'm good. I'm making enough money. But I really liked. I looked at some of the videos. I was like, this guy is genuine. He's great. He's
Right.
genuine. He's genuine.
Right.
And you know what? He talks about. A lot of people talks about humble beginning. I can feel the humble beginning, right?
Right.
Real recognize real, right?
It's all about the vibes. It's all about the vibes. Can
It's
we
all
take a
about-
shot to that? Because
And I'm
it's
gonna-
really
Go ahead,
all
Nina.
about
I'm about to cry right now. Hold on.
Go ahead. Nah, that was a real genuine answer from a real person.
I'm a smart man. I don't need attention, but I appreciate this guy. I love what he does. I 100% support him. Whatever he needs to do. He has family. He has problems. He has to take care of all his business, and he's still doing this. I really appreciate that, and I think this podcast was good. Ladies, you know, like I said earlier, Fresh and Fit needs more ladies like this.
Thank
Because
you.
sometimes you get two ratchet girls. like this is fucking too ratchet, and like you can get nothing out of it. Yeah, you can.
You know, you asked
You
him.
can pick it right of
I
them.
have to say,
But you
like,
know what? I'm
you
glad you
asked-
guys being honest.
You asked him a question about where he saw himself in 5 years, and I honestly want to answer that as well.
Go ahead.
I just want to say, because you know, man and woman, it really doesn't matter. Like we all are goal orientated.
Right.
I'm an entrepreneur, so I strive to have 7 streams of income and be the generational chain breaker of my family. So what I strive to do is to be in real estate in the next 5 years, be a motivational speaker and speak onto multitudes of communities that were brought up in neglection and trauma as much as I was, and also be a radio show host, singer, and just impact people with the masses and the message behind of everything that I stand for.
I love
So,
that
yeah.
for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So yeah, we're definitely gonna have a part 2. Maybe.
Yes, we have to.
Maybe in
We
Connecticut.
have to
Maybe in
have a
Connecticut.
part
It
two.
all depends how Jose is gonna set this whole
Real
thing up.
estate and
But
all.
thank you
I'll
again.
drive everybody up there. Fuck it.
Check out all of
Road
this.
trip.
Michelle, where can they find you?
Reflections with Val, Soulfully_Val. You guys already know.
Nino, where can they find you?
MS Flawless X3 _.
And Arthur, where can they find you?
The Real Shakhnazarov. At The Real Shakhnazarov.
Guys, this is the After Hours podcast, the Abarcast, where we speak about modern dating, relationships, cheating, etc. You heard the vibes here. Everybody had a good time. I'll see you guys next time.
Yes.
Cheers.
Fucking anal questions.